Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Before we get started
Yes.
on the White March, I just want to show you a thing or two. So, level 14 is the max level. So, because of that, I decided to respec, giving stealth, athletics, and survival a little bit higher bump, simply because. Actually, no, it's weird. Hmm. Oh, just because he's a wizard. Okay. So I redid his stealth, athletics, survival, and lore. I capped it at 12. Actually, I don't even think it's 12. I think I put it at 10, and then I got two more for the artist or whatever. Excuse me. So one of the other reasons I changed it, and I actually kind of messed up. I actually lost a few spells in between there. I completely forgot. I would forget those, but luckily I had a bunch of the glimmers, especially Paladins and everyone that I think Willbreaker was Console Hot's one. Console Hot was the guy we killed in the last episodes there. But the reason why I wanted to respec also was because I wanted body control, Beast Slayer, Primordial, and Spirit. So I get those three, increases my damage. Everything else is pretty much the same. I went and got Grimoire Slam again. In case they get too close to me, I can still push them back. I feel like I may have actually lost something in here. I'm not sure what, but my hotbar does seem to be a little bit um, less than what it was before.
I'm
I
here.
also decided to switch out Senji with Shooter McGavin. Um, Same thing with Shooter. I'm doing. I did weapon focus for Warbow because I think I really like that Warbow. So it's Beast Slayer, Primal Bane, and Ghost Hunter as well. I also did Arrow Sense, Defensive Bond, Distance Advantage, Driving Flight, and then Mark Play and Wounding Shot is the same as it was. Master's Call. Um, I didn't get in. I don't have any modules yet because level 13. So he's level 12, so he's still got 2 levels to go. Level 13 will give me the Warbow module that will allow me to shoot two. So in the meantime, he's a little bit weaker than Sanji is, but in the long run, I think he's going to be better. Because then at level 14, I'm going to be able to get the last 25% bonus talent. I think there's only one more after that. Besides that, everyone else is the same. My
I'm
character
here.
and Shooter are the only two that I re-leveled up. Um, there's really no need to do it to like Frank or anything. He only has one module anyways, or model. And I may do it
What?
to the
Okay.
others. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think, yeah, Kana still hasn't leveled to 14. But with that, we finished up in Crickholt Bluffs. That's where we killed the wizard. So let's head on over to Stalwart Village. Your party is considered high level for the content in the White March. If you would like, the critical path can be increased, give you more of a challenge. The rewards you receive will be the same regardless. So no, we're already playing on high difficulty. Um, if I wanted to play on the highest difficulty, I would have already done that. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to continue on as normal, and we will receive normal loot. So I'm sure there will be a worded
You set
cuts.
out
Yep.
for Stalwart. The White March rises up in the distance, stretching to the north and south as far as the eye can see. It beckons to you with peaks like broken fingers. The road thins to a tattered ribbon, and the shadow of the mountains falls across your path. You've barely begun your climb when the darkening sky pummels you with hailstones and turns the ground beneath you to ice. You press on. The air grows thin, and the treacherous mountain passes funnel screeching winds past your ears. A blizzard forces you to make camp for 3 days, huddling for safety while snow piles around your refuge. At last the weather clears, and you approach Stalwart under a crisp blue sky. There's a noise, high and sharp, coming from the village that sounds at first like another frozen gale. But when you top the rise and reach the village's wooden gates, you see what lies beyond them.
Alright, let's find out what it is.
It's Darthier!
Uh-oh.
Pack of them!
We can take these bastards!
Oh shit. Well, that brings new meaning to hand cannon. Holy fuck.
Let's go!
So unfortunately, he doesn't really have a module right now, but it's okay.
Look out!
Oh,
More of them by the fishery!
okay. I wonder what these are considered. Maybe primordials? Bear's doing pretty good damage. Looks like Kana just leveled up. Very nice.
We need help!
Let's go!
Why don't we...
Run! They'll kill us all!
Bitch.
Let's go!
Mr. Cannoneer over there. There we go. Let's go and level up Kana here. We'll go to athletics. 40% attacks. Okay, so this is one of his spells, or invocations, I guess I call it. Swamp Spore. It's pretty good. 51 to 64 freeze. Inflicts freeze damage, ignoring a large amount of damage resistance and slows movement. That's pretty good. I do love my summons. Oh, that duration's really long too. I need to check what the duration on, because he is level 14, so he's not leveling up again after this. Duration's 30 seconds, so not really that big a difference. That's pretty good. I'm gonna actually do that, and then we can change it. Ghost Hunter. So he's only gonna get one of these. So we're gonna do Ghost, I think. I feel like Ghosts probably give us the most trouble. At the same time, though, maybe I should have done a model for him. Maybe I should, yeah. Well, we can always re-level him, so it's not that big a deal. So we got a named character here. Okay. Bestiary updated, nice. Some lightning bolts. Yeah, let's go. Attack someone. last but not least, boom! Alright.
Following your lead. Darcier's fallen. Back to the Matrix now.
Darzier has fallen. Alright, you're the one Renningild sent for. She'll want to speak to you. Her house is just up the way next to Griff's Rest.
Katie's house is burning. Hurry, they're both in there.
Uh-oh, Katie's house is burning.
Help, the hut's coming down.
Grants dominate +3 resolve. The roof's HUD is almost entirely enveloped in flames, lighting the snow in stark orange hues. Several beams have been reduced to ember-dotted husk. Through the hut's threshold, you can see only billowing smoke. Fire roars as it climbs the timbers. It feels thick and hot. A maze of flame. We'll go myself. You leap over the burning threshold, plunging past the veil of smoke inside the house. Fire has pitted the walls and beams, and a thick haze rolls through the building. It's hard to see even for a few feet ahead, save for the occasional glimpse of glowing embers. Okay, soul survival. Crouch down. You move onward through the haze. Hut grows. Shift blazes grow. With a mighty groan, the burning beam comes crashing down. Caught off guard, you are pinned beneath a heavy log. Push the beam away. Even reeling from the impact, you're still able to heave the debris away at relative ease. You get back on your feet a little winded from the ordeals. Sudden flash over singes your arms. It doesn't stop you, but the pain steadily grows. Pressing forward, you come to at last a wider room. To the left, a man, the source of faint cries for help. He stands trapped behind a curtain of flame, arms raised to ward off the heat. It may be impossible to reach him without quenching the fires. First to the right, a woman lies unconscious beneath what appears to have once been the roof. She's small, but the rebel trapping her looks heavy. Smoke winds its way up and out into the open air, obscuring all sight outside. Let's examine the situation to the left. Help. Please help me. A man dressed in the haphazard armor of a local guard stands trapped at one side of the house. Fire works its way across floorboards. Cast chill fog upon the flames. You concentrate on the sequence of words out some of the frost magic and the chilly onslaught. The fire subside. Never escape for the god. God bless you. I thought that was in. Come on, we should get clear of this place. He makes a dash for the exit. Turn away to help the woman. Flames lick you. You can't keep going. Not for much longer. Oh, I guess I don't have a choice. Retreat to the exit. You hold your hand to the woman's mouth, feeling nothing, not the faintest light of breath. Behind you, flame smoke rise to the exit. Set by smoke, clogged the air, burning debris. The ordeal taken still you press on, determined. You turn for the exit, intent on escape. You clamber over fallen beam with grace, avoiding scattered embers and debris underfoot. Athletics 2 check. The smoke clouds your vision, makes it difficult to breathe. You take in the toxic gases as you push to your exit. At last you come to the door, rushing out with air.
Lurgle there. Thank the gods, he's alive.
Lugalorder. So you can only choose one of them, I guess. You're right. I was sure the thing was coming down with you in it. At least you got Lugador out while you did. As for poor Kitty, looked like you could use a drink. Take this, head on over. Well, that sucks. Why was the guard in the house? You should be sick. He was probably hiding from the fucking ogres. Renningild. Here we go. I guess we're going here. Let's go ahead and save it. And we will open the door. Let's see what we have here. You see a middle-aged woman and a younger man locked in an argument. Both were clothes streaked with blood and dirt. The young man turns to the woman, a fresh cut visible below the eye.
They've destroyed the stockade, Mother. It's...
Enough. They're gone. The deliverer of Cadnua. Thank you for making the journey. Abidan knows it's a long one. Well, I'm sure you wagered on a more civilized welcome. Still, we're much obliged for your capable intervention.
Alright, charming place, it was no trouble. I was told I was to do Durgan's battery. There's a job that needs doing, that's what I'm here for.
Then far be it from me to waste your time with idle chatter. Stalwart isn't much more than a grease stain on a lamp. What roads we've got in the White March are basically tracks in the snow. And for every trader or adventurer that comes through, we have our own lead for good. But it weren't always so. There was a time when kings and queens sent their firstborn to these mountains, when the White March was the envy of empires.
Something to aspire to, then. You have the evidence it can be done. What an era it must have been for the White March.
The Pargrin dwarves transformed the White March once. We could bring some of that greatness back to Stalwart. But we need the White Forge.
I know of it.
Then you'll know that no one's felt as much as a summery breeze from the White Forge for over 200 years. I'm hoping you can do something about that.
Me, work a forge? I've never done anything like that.
I'm not asking you to work the White Forge. I want you to find it. We've been trying to breach Durgan's battery for over a year now. Problem is, the other expeditions can't so much as dent the front door.
Why this sudden interest?
We're an old mining town. Or we were until the Adirans pulled out and left us with a half-dug mine shaft and something resembling an inn. Since then, it's been a steady decline. You've seen the roads. Isn't much we can produce that the Valians can't ship cheaper. But the White Forge... well, if we could fire it up again and start producing Durgan steel, or something close to it, wouldn't matter if we're in the White March or the Living Lands, business would come.
And that's why you need my help.
That's the long and short of it. We're laborers and fisherfolk, not adventurers. But Durgan steel could put Stalwart on the map again. Open up the mines, bring in new business. We just need the White Forge.
Alright, any idea where I should begin?
The battery's up the mountain to the north. A good hike away.
Near Galvino's place, huh?
So it is. Laura was going to suggest dealing with that ogre camp before anything.
Tell me about the ogre camp.
Belongs to Flames That Whisper. Matron Baragon's clan. Hunters tell me they've been active of late.
Hunting elk and otherwise minding their own damn business.
Minding their own business. Never mind the latest expedition's disappearance, or the broken stockade.
I'm saying we shouldn't agitate them further.
I will gladly confront them. If you want me to kill some ogres, just say so.
Can't speak for my son, but I'd be most obliged. Also, Baragons like to have whatever the last expedition found. Rumor has it they disappeared near her turf.
Killing a matron will only make our problems worse. The way to approach Baragon is with your hands held high.
If anyone could parley with an ogre, I suppose it'd be you. But they aren't known for their patience with travel.
Who's Galvino?
Mestre Galvino, as the old crosspatch prefers it, lives by himself and keeps the wilder and beasts at bay through sheer foulness of his temper.
She means to say he's a skilled smith and animancer, who's lived in the shadow of Durgan's battery for over a decade.
And he butters his bread on both sides and fits his left shoe before his right. But that's neither here nor there.
Seems odd he lives out in the wilderness by himself.
Not doing much worse than any of us.
Huh. He wore out his welcome in Stalwart. He's better off with ogres and Lagufoth as his neighbors now.
What happened?
Old lunatic finally went too far. And we sent word to the Valiant Academies. I don't like speaking on it, but if you want to get his guff, just remind him that we gave him the boot.
I see.
Ain't nobody here fond of the man, but he's a clever hand and a quick study. It's a fool who thinks he stayed so close to the battery without figuring something about it.
You said as much to the last party, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. Maybe they didn't run afoul of Baragon's ogres after all. Just watch your step. Galvino's place is a ways east of the battery, and folk who pass it bring unsettling tales.
Got it.
Good. Before you leave town, stop by the Graves Rest. Most visitors to Stalwart spend some time there, so Hafric and his patrons may be able to give you the lay of the land.
Griff starts a little touch of the Empire there. Okay, we're good. Well, I can't wait to go kill these ogres. It's gonna be so much fun. So, something that was supposedly added with this expansion was soulbound items, and they supposedly will increase in power if you do certain things. You have to fulfill.
I'm looking everywhere for you.
Oh.
There's little town left.
Don't see the harm.
If there was much of one to begin.
Okay. All Hefric's fault. Damn fool sent me to the other side of town looking for you. Pick your nose and shake his hand. Okay, shake his hand. Pleasure to meet you. I'm captain of the militia around here. Really? I didn't see you during the ogre attack. What's this about? Wanted to catch you before you went running off into the wild. See, there's a few dangerous folk you might want to be lookout for. Plus, heading out to Long Fletch Walls, so you might pick up a thermal pearl for me. You want me to find a thermal pearl for you? That's the thing. I already found it. I just need someone else to go out and get it. Saw in the hot spring near Long Watch Falls. Would have grabbed myself, but that's when I looked around and saw the Lugfith. Must have been 50 of them. I would have fought, but I started to wonder what the rest of Sarwat would do without me. uh, what is a thermal pearl anyway? They form in the hot springs, something to do with the minerals in the water. Smell kind of funny, but they're full of minerals. Just have to crumble them into a pint. Survive before they cure scurvy. Like I said, the pearl is one of the thermal pools near Longwatch Falls. Shouldn't be hard to spot. Tell me about Longfall Watch. It's east, comes with a nice view of the valley. That's all I needed to know. He said something about dangerous folks in the wild. It's a village Lady Scuba heard were the Gleaming Society and the Sisterhood of the Slaked Skulls. Okay, so this is Sisterhood of the Slaked Skulls. That'll be Metzla. So this looks like it's a new bounty. Let's talk about something else. Remind me about the pearl. That's all I need to know. Farewell. Cool. So we got 2 new bounties, and we got a thermal pearl that we need to get. Hey, let's see, man. Startles visible at your sight. You know, he attempts to hide his.
Say, you're the one we have to thank for fighting off the ogres, right? Never thought I'd see one of the God-touched. I would have helped fight them monsters off, you know, if I didn't think I'd just get in the way. And with you there to handle things, everything turned out well enough, didn't it? Don't see why Havrick's still sour at me.
What's this about Havrick?
Oh, Havrick's the innkeeper over at the Grave's Rest. I may have been hiding in the inn when the fighting started. The raid didn't improve his disposition any. Did you know he has a whole case of Fenlin liquor in there? I keep offering to buy it off him, but he says he's saving it up for when the battery's open again. As if we're gonna last that long. Anyhow, he said he'd thrash me up and down the mountain if I didn't leave him be.
Seems reasonable to want to save it for a special occasion.
It's delusional is what it is. Point of fact, what with you dealing with ogres and everything, maybe you'd, you know, be willing to help me out. Havrick keeps all the good stock in the inn cellar. Out of sight, you see. I mean, it's bound to be under lock and key, but I'm sure he wouldn't miss a single bottle. Not with everything that's going on.
What does stealing wine for you have to do with fighting ogres?
Well, Havrick can be a little intimidating when it comes to his beverages. But otherwise, not much, I guess.
And what do I get out of this?
I'll pay you for it. I swear it. We'll split my wages. And the bottle, too, if you like. I just want to be able to say these lips have tasted the best the Ishamael Plains have to offer.
I'll see what I can do.
You will? Great! I'll be here. But, just to say, there's no need to hurt Havrick over this, right? Not that you would. Just saying.
So I don't actually intend on robbing him. I'm gonna tell him that this coward wants me to steal it from him. Alright. Got a
If they knew what
bard.
was good for them, they'd be walking that fiery path instead of warming their hands out.
Villagers. Who's Awana?
Excuse me. Was...
Nope, sorry. Thought maybe you had a quest for me. Hello, Aleph.
No offense, but I already paid Havrick for this room.
Well, he seems like a suspicious character.
Ooh. Still can't feel my fingers. Thought I'd found shelter when I stumbled across this little village. Guessing you did too, huh? As much blood as there was in the streets, I'm lucky the ale's still flowing.
What exactly happened to you?
Thought all the whispers about Durgan's battery were just village superstition. And maybe they are. But I might have been on my guard if I'd listened. I was part of an expedition, hunting for relics from Durgan's battery. I picked up a good haul, too. So it figures that's when the winds pick up and the sky starts dumping snow. We lost sight of the road. Meanwhile, something else found us. Took Liam out before we even realized we were surrounded. And then we see him coming out of the snow. These little four-armed wilder. Lagufoth, they're called. Quick little bastards. Francesca and I held them off as long as we could, but when they filled her full of darts, I turned tail and ran. Found my way here and thanked my luck for escaping the Lagufoth. Then come to find out that this town's got an ogre problem.
At least you made it.
Wish I could say the same for Francesca and Liam. Wish I could have taken her finds with me, too. I need to get those artifacts. Not that I'm in any shape to go after them myself. But I can't afford to return to Defiance Bay without something to show for my expedition.
Apprehension creeps into her expressions. She stares into her mug, swirling its
But
contents.
you might be able to get past the Lagufoth. You're light on your feet.
That was a stealth 7 check?
I'll give you a cut for anything you bring back, of course. I ain't asking for charity. I just can't afford to go home empty-handed.
Tell me what you're looking for.
Like I said, we were treasure hunting near Durgan's Battery when we were ambushed. What else do you want to know?
Renengild told me another expedition came through before I arrived. Was that you?
Who? No, that would have been somebody else. We didn't meet with Renengild, or anyone else in town for that matter. We were operating on our own.
Remind me where I can find your caravan.
What's left of it should be near Durgan's Battery. If you stumble across the Lagufoth, you'll know you're close.
Man, freaking perception. I feel like there's more perception checks than almost anything else. Alright, goodbye. So it says a perception check of 13. We have 10. It's possible through maybe fortitude. There we go. Perception plus 2. And there we go. Perception plus 2. Let's see if this works. Okay. Let's
You find
try this
anything?
again.
Like I said, we
Ah.
were treasure hunting near...
Oh, it only went to 12. Perception plus 2. I should get plus 2 perception off of that. What's the deal? Let's see. Do we have any rings? Resolve, overseeing, deflection, intellect, will, dex. Okay, what about that? Oh fuck, I can't wear a hood. Okay, so it's gotta be either a necklace, maybe boots. I don't understand why it's only giving me 12. It's like it knows I need 13 in order to go to the next thing. Any of you have perception? Did I give you one maybe? Dex, might, quickness, perception plus 3. There we go. Let's try that now.
You find anything? Like I said, we were treasure hunting near
Oh.
Durgan's Battery when we were
Examine her
What else do you
teeth.
want to know?
Your teeth and gum are stained with dark spots. Okay. Notice her teeth and gums are stained with dark spots. What do you know about Durgan's Battery?
It's been locked up tight for 200 years on account of those dwarves having a row. Which means that any trinkets from inside fetch a nice price. Sorry, I'm more of a businesswoman than a historian.
Why are these relics so important to
We
you?
took out several loans to pay for our trip out here. I'm gonna have trouble if I don't pay them back.
Huh. She may actually be part of the little goobers themselves, and that's what they're trying to do. I think that's what's going on here. She's actually with... Did I take this from someone? Yeah, I did. What does this do? Lower perception, resolve dex. I guess dex and perception, so I'd rather... Yeah, it's a neck. Okay, so she might actually be with the dudes themselves. Oh, this, I can tell this dude thinks he's the shit. This is gonna be fun. Alright. Andrid. Hey there, good timing. You watched me trounce Burnrent. You won once. What are you playing? Orland's Head. That's what they're calling it anyhow. Smooth. You pick a target. Nose or ears. Nose is worth more, but you got 2 ears to work it. You get less points further out. Sounds boring. I know a game much more entertaining called Trodian Penis. Fancy a game? Sure. Continue. Let's play. Blade. Aim for the nose. Okay. Carefully throws his blade. Hits the skin. Aim for the nose. Okay. Skin. Nose. Here's your prize. I guess I ought to get some practice. It's over for Inkslin. Have they crowned you the King of Sora yet? My friend doesn't mean to be an asser. It just comes natural. Okay. Well, that.
Go check on that Orland.
That was too. Don't steal nothing. Alright, let's talk to this disgruntled barkeep.
Never seen such a bloodbath. Feels like we got half the town's survivors in here, just drinking to forget it. But you must be looking for some refreshment, too, after the way you handled them ogres. Or perhaps a room. Say the word, and I'll give that shifty little Orland the boot.
Say the word to me, and I'll give this drilling idiot a shredding so vigorous he won't know what hold he does anymore. I thought you might want to know that Rainfall asked me to steal your liquor.
He did he? That shifty little crook never learns. I'll have it put away somewhere safe. Thank you for doing the decent thing. Here, for your honesty.
What? I didn't fail it. What are you talking about?
Back to warm your hands, eh?
Earlier you said something about Orland.
Showed up a few days ago. Sticks his nose out of the back room just long enough to empty his chamber pot. Up to no good, I tell you. I'd like nothing more than to see him gone.
What makes you?
What a ruckus over it.
What makes you think? What makes you so sure he's trouble?
We get our share of lowlifes coming through here. Smugglers, fugitives, Kith looking to avoid the sharp eye of the law. Ways keeping to himself. Well, honest Kith sure don't have cause for it.
I could talk to him.
Don't hurt him or anything. I just want him to leave peacefully. Given your history, I thought I'd be clear on that point.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'd like a room.
Quality.
Dex, Mike. Okay, none of them are very good. So this is the same thing as everywhere else. I was wondering if, since this is the expansion area, we could get someone above 12, but 12 is the max thing. It looks like we're able to get. All right, well, let's go speak to this Orland. Is this an actual quest? Yeah, it is. Okay, or it's a side quest, secondary quest. Hello, Orland.
Not to be rude, but I'm rather busy. Another room.
Hefrick sent me to check on you. He thinks you're up to something. Hefrick sent me to check on you. He just likes Orland, so of course he thinks you're up to something.
He... What? Oh, no. No.
He runs his claws through his hair, tugs the long,
Is she
rugged
there?
hair.
Did you see her?
Seemed pretty nervous about something.
Raid Ceres. I ran away. Made it here. The mountains are usually the best place to lose slavers, but Duvala's one of the best.
Uh-oh. Okay. That's terrible. There must be something we can do. I'm sorry. Can I help?
I just want to get out of here. I've scraped together enough money to reach New Haelmont, but the locals talk about a Raid Saren party, camped west of town. It's got to be Duvala. She's been after me since the foothills. I'll pay you if you can get rid of her.
I'll do it. Okay. All right. I thought he might have meant this person over here. So Farah, she's definitely one of the little wildling dudes or whatever. I think the perception check of the spotted teeth gives that away. She's basically trying to, I guess, lure me to go to an ambush. That's what it sounds like. So let's see if that dude's out here so we can tell him that we ain't doing his damn dirty business.
You weren't gonna fetch the liquor for me. You didn't have to tell Havrick about it. Now he's banned me from the inn altogether.
You got what you deserved. Trust me, I could have done far worse to you.
All right. I didn't mean anything by it. What do you want, anyway?
I'm getting out of here.
So, you're back. Sure. Ask away. Right.
And don't you forget it. Hey, Tealdor. Oh yeah, he wanted that pearl. So I want to ask her, I want to see if it gives me a dialogue option to ask her if she knows Fiona or whatever her name is. After that, we'll go ahead and end the episode. Next time we'll pick up and we will head west, I think to, let's see, Renengill.
Any luck with Durgan's battery?
What can you tell me about Fiera's expedition?
Who? Sorry, I don't recall the name. Last expedition I met disappeared weeks ago. Didn't give any names, but they definitely haven't come back this way. Don't mean the Sfeara weren't part of an expedition, though. We get groups passing by sometimes looking to try their luck. What's on your mind?
Well, what's on my mind is we got a big phony. So let's go deal with her real quick, and then we can go ahead and finish up with this episode. And then the next episode will continue, like I was saying, to the west, I think, is where there's Longwatch Falls, Russet Wood. Interesting. Okay. I feel like these loading screens have gotten longer and longer the more I progress through the game, which maybe makes sense if like the data is kind of compiling more and more with my characters, but it kind of gets annoying. Okay, we got some talking to do here, Missy. You got some splaining to do.
Find anything? Like I said, we were treasure hunting near Durgan's battery when we were at...
Why didn't that do anything? It didn't like, Interesting. Okay, well, I guess she doesn't have anything. Alright, great. Well, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode where we'll pick up heading west so we can kill the slaver that the Orlan was talking about.